both. Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight, the second of 4 between the LA Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Cubs baseball starts right now. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be looking to see if that guy in the 7 spot can stay hot. He's coming off a month in which he hit.
Darren James will dig in now. He's got that average pushing up near 350 to begin play.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
Too high, 1-0. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
And in terms of the homestand, it's been 4 games and 4 losses, so you always hate to give ground in your own ballpark. They're going to need to play much better all-around baseball here if they're going to snap this skid they're on.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's through for a hit.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Will Myers will stand in. A big power threat here, to say the least. Currently 3rd in home runs in the National League.
Well, it's still early in the season, but I really expect him to keep up this great pace with the power numbers. He's got a ton of pop in that bat.
The 1-0 delivery. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Boy, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
Look, pick it up.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Time now to check out the...
He was only able to hit in the low 200s last month. A disappointing output for someone with his abilities. He knows he's better than that, so I expect him to play with a chip on his shoulders and turn the page on the calendar.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Yamaguchi is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Darren James will stand in here with 2 on. And now, following the walk and the single, do you get the sense, EK, that they're getting to him just a bit?
Maybe a little. I wouldn't be too worried just yet. He's shown the ability to bounce back before, but it's also looking like he might not have his very best stuff.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, right over the top of that one. Double play ball would be a killer here, so he's got to find something he can square up.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Darren James gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early. He might have to.
And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Into the box for the Dodgers now, Will Myers. He'll try to do damage with the bases loaded and 2 gone. Bases are loaded here, 2 down.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time. Hey, see it up. Drive it the other way.
This is hit to third. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 4 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Cubs nothing. Darren James steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
Chop foul right at home plate. 5 runs, 11 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And a pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Number 22 on the year, as it is now 7-3.
When you have a hitter down in the count like that, you got to bury him or at least get him to chase something out of the zone. That pitch is way too hittable, and he pays for it. Just an enormous mistake, and now he's so upset with himself.
Darren James will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Yamaguchi is there. 1 down. Robbie Schaefer stands in looking to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can come through with a big base hit here.
Yeah, Matt, but conversely, if the man on the mound can get out of this jam, he'll keep this a very tight game.
You got
Big moment right now. Boy, that's just a nice pitch right there with the bases loaded.
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
Back live now on the MLB. We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the LA Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, keep an eye on the dynamic abilities of Will Myers.
Darren James will stand in for the first time now, coming off a 3-hit contest in the loss last night.
And he's been hitting the ball out of the yard, too. A whole bunch of home runs in his last 10 games. And yesterday was a good one, too.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 23 for him thus far. And the Dodgers have now taken a 3-0 lead. .
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Darren James stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
Let's go now. What's that?
He's set. Here it comes. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one.
Boy, not very decisive there. And, hey, it's early, but this is a big spot.
Yeah, and you need to be able to commit to what you're doing because you're not going to do anything with a swing like that.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter.
There, huh?
You don't want to give in to his strength.
Hey, your pitch, huh?
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Got him.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean,
Darren James strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. And looked like ball two below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Hey, let your can up there, huh?
Hit hard on the ground to second. Baez comes up with it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop.
Darren James will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Shot toward right center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Around first, heading for second now. Around second, he'll try for third.
Here you go, find the ball, find the ball.
Well, this won't hurt the old slugging percentage any. This thing finds a seam out there, and he makes it all the way around to third with his 3rd triple of the year.
Manny Cabral stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Drive it like you can. Let's go.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2 on the ground to the left side. DeLong scoops it up, throw in time, and the side is retired. No damage done after the 2-out triple. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Darren James strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Come on, right here one time. Here we go.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit.
Stand up, pick it up.
And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast.
Here we go, punch up right now.
Manny Cabral comes to the plate looking to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 men gone.
Well, these are those situations that kids go through in the backyard. Bases juiced, 2 outs. He needs to stay within himself.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings for him. He was hitting his spots all game long.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 5-1. Good night from Chicago.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon for the victorious Dodgers.
Matt Vasgersian back now on the MLB pregame show. And as we draw closer to first pitch here in the finale of this 4-game set, we present the Topps Player Spotlight. Darren James is our subject. And not only was he an all-star during the midseason break, but he also shined the brightest out of all the great players in the game as he won the All-Star Game's MVP award.
You know, that's...
Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the LA Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball next on the show. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Hey, just keep doing what they've been doing. They lead the league in slugging percentage. Work the ball down the lines and in the gaps. Continue to get those extra base hits that have been so crucial for them, and they're going to be successful.
William Gillespie, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whiff, you can see he's been struggling all year long.
Darren James will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. Into the windup and the pitch. And this is going to be just foul down the line, as that had double written all over it. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Ground ball right side. To his left, Baez. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first.
Come on, baby.
So striding in, number 5, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Hey, let it fly.
First offering on its way. Hit hard to short. Ojeda is up with it. On to first, and there were 2 down. Darren James will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Starts things with a splitter outside for ball 1. Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Come on, big dog.
Lonnie Chisenhall digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
Hey, let's go, kid. One time right here.
In the dirt here. And almost had him, but he's able to make it back to first safely. Ground ball left side. Backhand.
Right, stand up.
On to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. They still trail it here 3-1. William Gillespie comes forward, and we'll see how they play it here. The sacrifice may be in order with nobody out.
Well, in my opinion, if it's anybody else in the order, let him swing. But you're talking about a pitcher. Make sure he gets the ball down, move the guy to third base, and go to work.
Bunt sign still on with 2 strikes as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
And if you're going to try to move the guy up to third base, this is exactly what you want to do. You have to make that third baseman field the ball. That way, his only play is to first in the sacrifice.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren James. He singled his last time up.
Hey, one time, right now.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Right side. Played on the backhand. One there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Lonnie Chisenhall gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Here we go.
Throw over to the bag.
No, he got it.
And he'll get back in safely. 3 runs, 10 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Go embedded. Let's go.
And again a throw. And the runner back.
Hey, you got it. No embedded. Let's go.
And yet another throw over. And he just manages to get his hand in.
Here you go. Let it fly right here.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Russell DeBow will stand in. He flew out his last time up. A runner on first with 2 away. And there he goes towards second. Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. Velasquez is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley. Cubs lead it 7-3. Darren James will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1.
All right, come on now. One time.
And here's a ball hit in the air. DeLong is there for it. 2 gone.
First baseman, number 8, Lonnie.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout.
This is a beautiful summer night in Southern California from Dodger Stadium. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Atlanta Braves and the Los Angeles Dodgers. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Darren James will get his first shot here, and he certainly had it working so far this season, up over .350 entering play.
Well, right now, he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. EK, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
They've had to fly cross-country here to start this road trip, so
One ball, one strike.
these will be a pretty telling next few series to see what this team's really made of.
1-1, here it is.
Get your pitch.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Nobody out, runner on first.
No one better. Let's go.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Well, McDonald, just like most other umpires, he'll miss a couple here and there, but his strike zone never seems to be too outrageous.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, drive that
Manny
pitch.
Cabral is on deck.
Hey, be patient, get yours.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. One there. On to first, and they get the double play. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference maker in this game. Last month, he drove in over 20 runs. He's proven he's one of the best run producers.
Michael Ito will start things out in the second inning here with both teams already on the scoreboard, but his guys down a run.
Yeah, it was a pretty good start. You get that solo home run to give you the early lead, but then you cough it right back up in the bottom half.
To third. And a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning.
Well, that's not a hanger either. He goes down and beats a good pitch on 2 strikes. And you see, this pitch, it's falling out of the strike zone, but he goes down and manages to get good wood on it.
Into the box now, Darren James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, he's batting lefty right now, but does it matter? He can hit from either side of the plate.
In there, a base hit.
Find the ball.
All right, you're here.
Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
The batter, number 7.
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here.
Hey, get your pitch
Manny
right here.
Cabral comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position.
Yeah, and you know one man who'd love for him to come through big time right here is his pitcher. We'll see if
Right
he can
here,
get it
find the
done.
ball.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Into the box, Darren James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. High pop-up. Hutchins is there for it. And that's the third out. 1 left for L.A. 5 innings complete, all tied 3-3.
Hey, no one down here.
Digging in, Michael Ito. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
Yeah, that was always going to be.
Darren James digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Whoa, there's that calling card right there. First pitch up and in right out of the bullpen. Wake up, everybody.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh?
And here's a ball hit in the air. Ramirez on the move. 1 away.
Yeah, and this is not...
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
11 runs.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Braves are winners here, 5-3. Both teams. It's a fairly typical hazy day here in Old L.A. as we're ready for baseball from Dodger Stadium. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Atlanta Braves and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Who do you have your eye on? Darren James will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
And he's been hitting the ball out of the yard, too. A whole bunch of home runs in his last 10 games. And yesterday was a good one, too.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Ramirez. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So just the 1 hit in the inning, but it's a home run that pushes him out in front. On to the second now at Dodger Stadium. It's striding in, number 12, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. There's one.
Well, I guess you could say that this sacrifice was partially successful. He makes the third baseman field it, so that's a plus.
Striding into the box, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Hit out towards second. Rivera comes up with it. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting.
Darren James will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
This one's flared out toward left. Ramirez ranging forward, and that retires the side. Dodgers lead. Darren James will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Ball inside.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Now, there's nobody up in the bullpen throwing, so this guy's going to have to sink or swim.
Swinging a looper to left.
Halfway, have a look.
Ramirez comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our